Hey guys, it's Hannah from Hannah Marie's Bakery in Coshocton, Ohio. Today we're going to be doing a winter wonderland cake. In the description below, we will list everything that you need. We are not sponsored by any of these companies, but we may receive a small commission if you do decide to purchase something from the link. And then as always, as you're watching the video or when you get to the end of the video, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel to see more videos. Okay, so for your winter wonderland cake, you need your cake. You need buttercream, you need 2 Ateco piping bags or your plastic piping bags, 2 couplers, and then Ateco tip number 17 and Ateco tip number 5. If you don't have a number 5 or 17, a small star tip and then a small round will work as well. Okay, and then you also need a waffle cone, really of any size of your choice or what you have laying around the house. And then you also need powdered sugar, preferably in a shaker. If not, then a sifter will work. And then also if you do have the shimmer glitter or any type of edible flakes, that works really well for the glistening of the snow as well. All right, guys, let's get started. We are back and we are creating our winter wonderland cake. I already have my cake iced, so if you don't have your cake iced, stop here, go back and watch Cake 101 where we show you how to ice the cake, and then meet me back here. So today you're going to need a cone and your icing, and I have extra icing here just in case, either powdered sugar or these white snowflakes. Okay, so I'm going to start with my cone. It doesn't have to be one like this. Actually, I prefer it to be like one of those flat waffle cones. But since it is like that, I am going to go ahead, and here's the seam of my cake. So I'm going to put my tree on my left side here, and I'm just going to dig it down a little bit so it stays in there. And I might fill a little bit in this hole. That way it doesn't fall backwards. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and coat the cone. You don't have to be too perfect. We're going to smooth it out a little bit. But this is just so in between your branches or your leaves, you're not going to see the color of the cone. So I'm just smoothing this. Or smearing it, I should say. And then I'm going to go up. And then once you have the majority of the cones covered, you can start here. Okay. Okay. All right, so I've got an Ateco tip 17. Go ahead and squeeze my bag a little bit and wipe off my tip. And I'm gonna start with just slightly above the cone, or above like where the cone meets the cake. Poof and pull down. And we're gonna go all the way around. So just repeat this until you meet where you started. And I'm kind of like dragging it down, poofing and dragging it down. We're going to do a layer right above it, still poofing and dragging down, but more like pulling out a little straighter, not quite as down. And repeat that until you go all the way around. I'm going to tip that in a little bit. And I'm gonna go on the next layer, and I'm going more out, like pulling straight out. And then I'm just going to continue that until I go all the way up the tree. Okay, now that we have gotten all the way around and to the top, we are going to just kind of spin your cake and see if there's any areas that you want to add any more. See if you see any holes, which we don't have too many, so that looks great. Okay, so now we are going to take our tip off, and as long as you have, really doesn't matter what kind of coupler you have, but we're just gonna pile an icing here. Now, if you have another different size cone, you can just use another cone and repeat the steps here. But I don't want my tree as big and I don't have a smaller cone, so I'm just gonna use icing. So we're just going to make a poof here. And I put a lot of pressure at the bottom and continued pressure, but like stop squeezing so much and then pulled up, okay? And now we're gonna repeat the same step that we did to do the tree here over here. And it might be a little hard in between there, but you kind of just got to work around it. So we're going to start right above where the icing or the tree part meets the cake and pull down first a little bit and go all the way around. You might have to hold your bag up higher and drag it down a little lower. Okay, and then you're going to repeat the steps again until you make it to the top of this tree. Okay, once you've repeated the steps all the way up, again, take a look around your tree and see if you want to add anything. I'm going to add a few more spots just to make it look a little fuller and make it look more like it's flowing up because I have a little short fat tree. Okay, so once you have that, then we're going to do a few trees on the side. And same thing, you're going to start a little bit above about a ½ inch above the board, okay? And then you're going to just poof and drag. And I made about 4. And I'm going to go 4 again. And now I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. And then repeat that step again. And we're going to go taller this time. So I've got 5. I'm going to do 5 again. And then I'm going to do 4. Well, I might have done 5 actually there, but 4, 3. I'm going to do 3 again, but a little smaller and tighter. 2, and then 1. And then I see it's a little lopsided, so I'm just going to add a little bit more off of this side. And then I'm going to fill in a little because I see I was pulling down too much, so you want to pull out and down and kind of give a variation. Now once you have those, just repeat that all the way around the tree, and you can even put 2 close together and then separate them. So just place the trees wherever you'd like until you get all the way around the cake. Okay, now that you finished your trees and have them where you want, you're gonna grab a white bag, and I have a tip 5, but as long as you have any round tip, maybe 4, 5, or 6, you'll be okay. You can even go a little smaller. And I'm gonna massage my bag, and we're gonna put some snow and some icicles on here. Now, one time I did do this cake, a cake like this, I went to shove my cone in and my icing was really, really cold. When I shoved my cone in, I cracked my cake. So if that happens to you, this is something where you can cover that up, okay? So we're going to get pressure on your bag. I went ahead and twisted my bag so my icing's right here, so it's gonna be easy to squeeze. I'm gonna really squeeze and make a flowing motion to get my snow. So there's that, okay? And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna start a poof here and just drag it down really fast, but stop squeezing. So I am just squeezing and dragging. And I'm gonna do like maybe one here. I'm gonna do another poof here. And icicles are not perfect, so if one pops or breaks as your bag goes down, just keep going. Okay. So repeat this around the top of your cake, and you can, like I said, add a little bit lower on your cake too. Once you have all your icicles that you want and all your snow poofs on top, I'm gonna go ahead and add a few snow piles down here. And you can repeat that on the cake, around the cake. Okay, once you have a few poofs of snow at the bottom here, we are going to take our powdered sugar. Almost everyone has probably a powdered sugar shaker, powdered sugar in a sifter at home, so this is the easiest way to do this. But if you get some shimmer glitter, this adds a really nice cool effect as well. So now you just take that and add some snow to your beautiful trees. Kind of just put it in my hand and like sprinkle it to get some on the sides, and you can blow it off a little bit. And then, like I said, if you have this, we just add a little bit more of this, and then this kind of makes it look like ice or glitter is on there. And then of course, if you have your disco dust or your glitter, you use that as well. All right, now that you guys are finished with your Winter Wonderland cake, there's a few ways for you to make it your own. A nice lavender buttercream would be really cute. You can also do an icy blue cake to make it more of a Winter Wonderland effect. You can add some snowflakes. If it's Christmas, you can make it like a bright red and still do the icicles, and like maybe even add a few figurines, like the old school claymations or anything that your kids have laying around that would be a perfect topper for the cake. Add that to it. Maybe if it's New Year's, you do a black and gold, add any accents on there. Okay guys, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And then also, we want to see your cake. So make sure you post it, tag us on social media or in the comments on the YouTube channel. We're really excited. All right, thank you.